To make it easy to load the code for each video in a course, I've organized the repository into multiple branches. Each branch contains code for a video. Here on the GitHub website, you can see the branches for a course. Depending on which course you are watching, you'll need to find the correct repo. The steps are similar for my other courses. Let's look in this branch dropdown. You can see that there are tips 1 through 10 and master, and I'm currently looking at all the code for tip 1. That has the check mark next to it. You can see that that contains a project called Simple Web App. If I choose tip number 2, you'll see that the display changes to show that that contains a project called Basic Core App. And then, of course, let's go look at master. That contains a number of folders. The same list of branches is available in Visual Studio. Let's go take a look. In Visual Studio, open your solution, then go to Team Explorer. For this demonstration, I've undocked the Team Explorer. That way I can see the branches in the Team Explorer, and I can see the results of checking out a branch in the Solution Explorer. Now click on the Branches section. This shows all the branches I have locally and remotely. When you first open a project, it opens to the master branch, and that's what I'm seeing here. You can see this is in bold. And I can also see which branch I have open by looking in the lower right corner of Visual Studio on the status bar. Here I can see that I'm in the visualstudio.webdeveloper.tips repo, and I'm currently in the master branch. I have more branches available in the remote, in other words, on GitHub. So if I pop this open, I'll see that I have master and all my tips here. To get these branches on my local repo, I need to use the checkout feature. So I right-click on tip 1 and choose checkout. Now, before I do that, keep an eye over here to see the changes in Visual Studio Solution. I'll do the same thing for tip number 2, and then for tip number 3. I try to make it easy to understand which branch you're on by putting in a solution folder with the name of the branch here. So this is tip 3. This is where I'm going to talk about the browser link feature. To go back to one of the other branches, you don't go to the remotes anymore. Let me right-click on tip 1. Let's say I want to go back to that. You'll notice it is grayed out. I don't need to check it out from the remote anymore because I have it in my local repo. So I can go here instead. Right-click, choose checkout. And finally, the last way of checking out your local branches is to go down here, lower right, click on this up triangle. And all the branches that you have locally, master and my 3 tips, are available here. And I can switch instantly between them like this. And this means that in the normal day-to-day of working in my project, I probably won't be working in Team Explorer that much. So I will put this back where it belongs. I'll hold down the Control key and double-click. Then I'll go look at the Solution Explorer. I'll also drag it over here so it's in its usual location. So let's say I'm writing code and I want to switch to a different branch. Rather than going to Team Explorer, I can just go down here and choose tip 3.